Freunde, welcome to my channel. We're experimenting, we're doing fluid art. I work with the Cellactivator bloom recipe, which originated in Australia. That's why we're using Australian Floetrol. That stuff is different than the US Floetrol. I have a fairly old but still accurate tutorial. The link is in the description. If you're interested how the cells are created and the whole principle of this technique. So originally, it's called the bloom technique because you create blooms by blowing into a puddle of paint. It's kind of like I'm moving backwards because I never was into blooming, and now finally I'm here to blow. I'm using the hair dryer to create this kind of stuff. And we're going to do that today. So let's see was ich so in petto habe. Well, I start with my pillow paint. That is the thickest paint and the lowest layer. On top of that, I have my pouring medium that is mixed with my colors. And this time I'm introducing you to a brand that I really appreciate. It's not super expensive. It's not super high viscosity, but it works. It's Nova Color, and this is Super Pro Gold number 148, and this is the interference gold with a beautiful glow. You can kind of see that already. A wonderful mix of colors are those two. Also Nova Color. This one is Indantone blue, and this is a pearl turquoise. Yeah, turquoise pearl. So I'm adding those paints with a spreader. My canvas is 24 by 24, fairly big. I use those spreaders to be able to layer my paint in a thin but equal layer. I don't want to use too much because you don't need that much. I will top those three colors with my black, and it's the so-called faux pillow. A faux pillow means it's a fake pillow. It basically imitates the pillow, which is the white stuff that I put on first. It's supposed to look like I used a black pillow paint. Now the reason why I use white and not a black is it's hard to get in the right consistency. It can be super expensive or just not to be found. Second reason is the incredible depth you get in by putting the black on top of all your colors. You will see what I mean. My hairdryer is a regular, super cheap hairdryer that I got from Target. It's a Conair. It was truly just the cheapest that I could find. And it came with a diffuser. I used that diffuser in the beginning, but realized that it blows the air in a very strange way. It kind of went to the right and to the left, and there was nothing in the middle. That's why I took it off. Well, with a different hairdryer, it might work. It probably will, but I have this one and I'm using it. So after I added my black on top of my colors, I add a little bit of those colors on top of the black. A reason for that is mainly those colors have different effects on black than on white. On top of those little blobs, I add my Cellactivator, which is black, approximately 1:1 Amsterdam paints and Australian Floetrol. So at this point I'm realizing that I used way too much pillow paint because I add so much more paint on top. I could have gotten away with way less. So I scrape it straight into a container just to keep it more clean. So it's better for my next pour. Look at all those cells and the webbing and the layering and the glow from that gold. It looks a little yellowish in this. My camera had some problems there with the light parts and the contrast and the bling. The dried results will be better. I love the gradient of those two blues and the black and the faint cells in the background. Oops. I'll shut it like this. It's really hard for my camera to capture this. I love seeing that on a big scale, 24 by 24. You saw me use a syringe because on some parts, like here and there, I used the syringe to take some of the Cellactivator off because it started to puddle up and just float into one direction. I can't wait to varnish this. The depth of it is just so cool. I definitely have to work on not blowing too hard. I mean, I love what's happening here, but overall, I found it a little bit too white. I know I'm being picky. I love this piece. I'm super happy. But, you know, I always look for improvement, and that is something I want to improve. And you're all going to be happy if I make it.